Hello everyone, my name is Geeta and welcome to your Pick a Card reading. So the title of this video is going to be, Will They Contact You? And if so, when? So this is going to be stone number 1 with a clear quartz crystal, stone number 2 with the amethyst, stone number 3 with the aventurine, and stone number 4 with the lapis lazuli. So you can take a moment and pause the video and get out your pendulum. And while you're doing that, I would just like to say that if you like this kind of video, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started and let's find out if they're going to contact you and if so, when. Alright, so here's the cards for stone number 1 with a clear quartz crystal, and let's find out if your person is going to contact you. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. I just got in my head that some of them are really working hard. We have the Emperor, we have the Devil, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Sun and the Reverse, and the Page of Cups. So the signs that could be associated with this reading is going to be like any fire sign, Leo, Aries, Capricorn, or any water sign. Alright, so let's start off by asking the pendulum if they're going to contact you. And I gotta ask this first so I know what's going on, because it does tell me, it gives me indication, but this is way more accurate. So anyways, try to be still. Please tell me, will stone number 1's person contact them? Yes or no? Stone number 1's person contact them? Yes or no? Alright, so this is yes. Saying yes. Alright, stop. Will stone number 1's person contact them in 2019? Will stone number 1's person contact them in 2019? No. Will stone number 1's person contact them in 2020? Will stone number 1's person contact them in 2020? Okay, will stone number 1's person contact them in January 2020? Will stone number 1's person contact them in January 2020? Will stone number 1's person contact them in January 2020? This explains the Devil. Will stone number 1's person contact them in January 2020? Yes or no? No. Will stone number 1's person contact them in February 2020? Will stone number 1's person contact them in March of 2020? Will stone number 1's person contact them in April 2020? Will stone number 1's person contact them in May 2020? Will stone number 1's person contact them in May 2020? Yes or no? Alright, so they're going to contact you in May 2020. That explains the Devil. Alright. Alright, so basically what I'm getting out of this is telling me, like, if I would have not asked the pendulum that, I would have said no. Okay? Just by looking at the cards because of these other things. Because it's obvious that they're not going to contact you anytime soon. So it says right here we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so they're working really hard. There's something they've been working really hard and long on, some kind of new idea that they've gotten. They could be just working there. This looks like the person may be someone who's in a leadership position. We do have the Sun in the reverse, though. This person's very serious. This might be a painful truth for you, but I feel like they're working and they are maybe getting kind of burnt out also. This can be like being afraid to shine, burning out, a painful truth, attention seeking. They're too serious, or it can mean bad weather, but we're not asking about the weather. And then, but we do have this Devil card here, okay? And this Devil card is some kind of commitment, some kind of restriction, some kind of, it could be like a relationship, a job, it could be anything. You know, this is about an attachment, restriction, a commitment, and limitations. They do have their limitations. Whatever they're doing, they're limited by being able to contact you. Maybe some of them are in the military or working in a place where they cannot contact you. And then we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So this person, it is telling me with a Page of Cups that could be a younger person who is a bit more emotionally immature. So they could be emotionally immature, but it could be like a disappointing relationship. Maybe they're in a disappointing relationship and they can't communicate. But also with the Page of Cups in the reverse I feel like it's trying to tell me that they have some love to offer you, but they can't right now. But that's what it seems like I'm getting here. So anyways, that's all I have for stone number 1. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 2. All right, so here we are with stone number 2. With the amethyst, and let's find out if they're going to contact you. So we have the 10 of Wands, we have Temperance, we have the King of Wands in the reverse, we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse, we have the 5 of Cups in the reverse, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Queen of Cups. And the signs it could be associated with this reading, but doesn't have to be, but it could be, is going to be Sagittarius. What's the Knight of Wands? No. Where was I? Okay. Scorpio, Sagittarius. So there's an extra Sagittarius going on here. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. Let's see. The King of Wands is Cancer, Leo. And the Queen of Cups is Cancer, Gemini. So there's a lot of Cancer going on here. So let's go ahead and ask the Pendulum if they're going to contact you. And if so, when. So let's find out if they're going to contact you. Please tell me, will stone number 2's person contact them? Yes or no? Will stone number 2's person contact them? Will stone number 2's person contact them? It says yes. All right. Will stone number 2's person contact them in 2019? Will stone number 2's person contact them in 2019? Will stone number 2's person contact them in 2019? Yes or no? Will stone number 2's person contact them in 2019? Alright, so it's yes. Okay, so what I'm getting is there's some people who will not be contacted in 2019, but I'm going to go ahead and focus on the people who are going to be contacted in 2019. Okay, so there is a percentage that they're not, there's some people who might not get contacted at all, a very small minority. So there's a very tiny minority who may not be contacted. Also, for stone number 1, I had a similar, I think most of the people will be contacted, but there was a couple people who would not be contacted in that one as well. But with this one, it did jump to yes, if more than the no. So I feel like there's only a small amount who will not be contacted, but it is telling me that there is going to be some contacted in 2019, some after. So, all right, so let's go ahead and ask for the first group. Let's see, for those who will be contacted in 2019, they be contacted in July of 2019. For stone number 2's people, will stone number 2's person contact them in July? Will stone number 2's person contact them in August? Will stone number 2's person contact them in August? September of 2019. Will stone number 2's person contact them in September 2019? Will stone number 2's person contact them in September 2019? October 2019. Will stone number 2's person contact them in October 2019? Will stone number 2's person contact them in October 2019? Alright, so yes. So some of you, they will be contacting you in October of 2019. Alright. Are there some people from who pick stone number 2 who will be contacted in 2020? Okay. For the people who picked stone number 2, the ones who won't get contacted until 2020. Alright, I'm going to stop it. For the ones who picked stone number 2, will they be contacted in January 2020? Will they be contacted for the other group? Will they be contacted in January? No. Will they be contacted in February 2019? Will the second group be contacted in February 2019? Will they be contacted in March 2019? Will people who pick stone number 2 will some of them be contacted in March of 2019? I mean 2020. March 2020, will some of the people who pick stone number 2 be contacted in March 2020? Yes or no? April 2020? Well, people who pick stone number 2, will some of them be contacted in April 2020? May 2020? Alright, so it's going to be like between March, April, and May is going to be for a lot of you. So I feel like the ones who are going to be contacted in 2019 were more of a number than the people who will be contacted in 2020. Alright. I was going to just give one number, but honestly, angels are telling me no. There's like too much. You guys are all broken up, and I was trying to get you guys to know what is going to happen. So what is happening here? So I do see them with the 6 of Wands and the reverse. Man, your person could be a Leo. But they're having a hard time. They're having some kind of difficulty in a leadership role, perhaps. They're not doing maybe a member of their team isn't doing their share of work or something, or has betrayed the team in some way, or like they're having to like deal with something like that, or where or their success and recognition may have inflated their egos. Also, some people, it could indicate that they're not getting any recognition for the work. And I'm going to, I feel like most of them, it's going to be like they're not getting recognized for the hard work they're putting into the situation because they have the 10 of Wands. But also it could be a work situation for them. So basically what's happened is they're putting a lot of work into something and they're not getting recognized for it. They feel like they're doing everything for nothing, you know. And then I do see that they will, if they aren't doing it yet, they are very much missing you a lot, okay? And they're going to come to a point where they're going to feel like compromising, doing something to cause a balance to happen, okay? Now, the King of Wands in the reverse, it might be more about what his or her energy is right now. But this person is behaving really temperamental. They may come off as inauthentic or egotistical or even selfish for some. Not everybody is going to be like this, but it's going to be some variation of those types of feelings. But it doesn't make it necessarily true. It feels more like maybe they're coming off as inauthentic because of this Knight of Wands here. And the Knight of Wands is someone who is adventurous, they're risk-taking, they're being experimental, they're trying to have fun, they're very passionate, you know. It also can indicate traveling. So what I'm feeling here is there's some variation where they may feel like it's like maybe they just seem too good to be true type thing, or too like, wow, you know, like, whoa, you know. They could be, you know, they feel, they might seem inauthentic. I have a feeling like that they might be coming off as not being authentic or not being who they really are because this person feels like they might have like a larger than life type of personality. Okay. But also we have the Queen of Cups here, and this person actually is very, I feel like they are very wise. They could even be psychic. They are very intuitive. They are very emotional and loving, and it could be a very good counselor or a teacher with the Queen of Cups. But that's what I'm getting out of this. So either you're waiting on them to contact, you're waiting to maybe try to figure out if you should contact them. Maybe they seem fake and you're trying to figure out if you even should bother to contact them. And in that case, you're probably going to be the ones who are going to try to open up communication in October. Okay, and then the ones who are later, maybe it's going to rely on them communicating with you. You have to remember this is a general reading, so I'm actually reading like thousands of people, because it's no telling how many people are going to watch this by the time this video has lived its entire life. And so there's going to be a lot of variation for some of you and some of this. It's like similar stuff, but then some stuff is going to be like a big, more of a variation than others. But I'm feeling like maybe they seem larger than life. They seem like they might be not fake, or that's like that can't be real, or, you know, something like that. And in all actuality, I'm really feeling like they are authentic. That is their authentic. Talk. I can't talk. That is their authentic self. They're just crazy or whatever. They just act like that. It's just the way they are. That's actually who they are. Sorry if you're not wanting them to be crazy. Maybe you're trying to figure out, you know, are they really being like that? And the truth is they are really being like that. That's how they really are. I feel like what you're seeing with this person is what you actually get. Okay. And it's crazy. Okay. They seem maybe crazy to you, and that's who they are. And they seem very authentic for the most part for me, even though the King of Wands it's what it feels like is going on. That's what my intuition is telling me about this one. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 3. Alright, so here we are with stone number 3 with the aventurine, and let's find out if your person is going to contact you and when. So we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse, we have the 5 of Swords, we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse, and we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Alright, so the signs that could be associated with this reading is going to be, geez, you know, it's not really noticing anything, there's no major arcana here. But I can read the other things. So we have 6 and 7 of Wands. Okay, and the 6 of 7 of Wands is Leo. We have the 7 of Pentacles, which is Taurus. The 7 of, there's 7s here. So the 7 of Cups is Scorpio. The 5 of Swords is Aquarius. And the 2 of Pentacles is Capricorn. But that would be a very small amount. There's going to be a lot of people who are Leos getting this one. But let's go ahead and ask the pendulum if you're going to be contacted. Alright, try to study myself. Alright, well, stone number 3 is person contact them. Please tell me, will stone number 3's person contact them? Yes or no? Stone number 3's person contact them. Alright. There's a tiny few who will be contacted out of this group. Okay. But for the most part, most people will not be contacted. Will stone number 3's person contact them? It's like going to yes, and then it's going to no. So the majority, okay. Will a small amount of people be contacted? It's like a maybe. Alright, so there's a small amount of you who may be contacted, but for the most part, either it's going to be like a long time till they contact you, like a really long time, like not even like it would take me all freaking night to like do it, to figure out when they're going to narrow down when they would contact you. But most of you will not be contacted. Alright, so this is what's going on. So I do see with the 7 of Cups and the reverse, I feel like there is confusion for some, and then there's going to be clarity. But what I'm seeing is that maybe you or them or somebody is losing touch with reality. Maybe even denying themselves or your self-pleasure, okay, because of the situation. I feel like it might be a lot of you. And I'm here to tell you, cut it out. Okay? Just letting you know. If you're like, oh, but they're my twin flame. How about you make sure you get a message, you know, on Mondays. I mean, not Mondays. What am I saying? Monday. Fridays and Saturdays. You can ask me that question for $2. Okay? Do something. Ask your pendulum yourself. You know, if they're twin flames or not. You know, make sure. Okay? Don't just go by, you know, that you had like 3 readings or something that said that you were twin flames. Okay? You could also be high level soulmates, so you got to make sure. And either way, it looks like that you have been thinking about giving up on the situation, which I feel like you should. We have the 5 of Swords. I see like someone is feeling attacked or they're feeling defeated. Okay. And I see a lot of work being put into the situation and not getting recognized for everything that you're putting into. I feel like this person probably takes you for granted. It feels like this person is probably not even worth messing around with, but the Two of Pentacles, it is showing that maybe I feel like with the Seven of Wands, you're like giving up too easily. You're trying to smooth things over when there's a bigger problem than there really is. And that you might be feeling overwhelmed. You know, maybe you think there's some kind of delay or something, but for some of you, there might be more of a delay. For those who, the little amount that might get contacted, for the most part, most of you will not be contacted. Either way, I don't feel like you're going to manifest what you want by waiting around for someone to contact you. Okay, you have to move on and you have to live your life. Okay, you can't go day by day and be like, oh, is he going to do this? Are they going to do that? You have to actually live your life, especially if you ever want to manifest them. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Whatever's meant to happen is going to happen. So what you have to do is you have to continue to live your life. And if it's meant to happen, they'll come back around. Okay? Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. And now I'm going to go ahead and move on to stone number 4. Alright, so here we have stone number 4. With the lapis lazuli, and let's find out if they are going to contact you. So we have the 8 of Swords, we have the Hangman in the reverse, we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the signs that could be associated with this reading is going to be Pisces, any earth sign. I think that's all I'm going to say for that. It doesn't have to be those signs. It could be your sign or their sign. It doesn't have to be all the signs involved or anything like that. But, or even any of them. I'm just giving it out for those who like to have that. So anyways, let's find out if they're going to contact you. Cord for my headphones. Please tell me, will stone number 4's person contact them? Will stone number 4's person contact them? Oh, that's interesting. Will stone number 4's person contact them? So I'm feeling like everybody is going to be contacted in this one. Now, I started doing this, and I usually don't ask these kind of, especially with 4 options, you know, with only 4 options in the reading. And so it seems like it actually goes to a little bit, like it moves a little bit to no, and then yes, if there are some people who will not be contacted, and it didn't do that this time. So it looks like there's pretty much everybody's going to be contacted who's going to get this reading. If you don't know what I mean, you can go see the other ones and watch how it moves slightly in the no position before going to yes in the other readings. But all right, please tell me, will stone number 4's person contact them in 2019? Let me ask again. It says no, but it kind of went in a circle. Will stone number 4's person contact them in 2019? Yes or no? Will stone number 4's person contact them in 2019? Okay, so what I'm getting is that it's going to be almost like, I'm feeling it's going to be about 50-50. So like 50% of you are going to get contacted in 2019, and like 50% are probably not going to be contacted in this year. So for the people who will be contacted in 2019, will they be contacted in July? August? September? October? By the way, there is a small percentage of you who will be contacted in July by the way it was behaving. But will people who pick stone number 4, will they be contacted, or will some of them be contacted in August of 2019? September 2019? October 2019? Well, people who pick stone number 4, will some of them be contacted in October 2019? Yes or no? Alright, so some will be contacted in October 2019, or by October 2019. Will some be contacted in November 2019? December? No. Okay, so it's going to be around October that the people who will be contacted in 2019 will have. And for those who will be contacted for those who picked stone number 4 who will be contacted in 2020, will they be contacted in January 2020? Alright, a lot of you will be contacted in January. Okay. Will some people be contacted, will not be contacted in January? Will some not be contacted in January? Alright, for the other ones, will some people be contacted in February 2020? Will some be contacted in February 2020? March 2020? April 2020? Some contact in April 2020? Okay, so some is going to take it till April. Okay. So October, January, and April. So that's, I'm going to not break it down any more than that, but let's see what's going on. Alright. So it looks like this person is trapped in some kind of victim type mentality. For sure. It is saying it with this card and this one. Okay, when someone who is trapped in a victim mentality, they are thinking that nothing is their fault. They're not taking responsibility for anything that's happened to them. Everybody is being to blame but themselves. Nothing they have done has caused this to happen. So maybe they're just making a lot of excuses for why they're not doing things, or things are not happening. Oh, well, this doesn't happen to me because this person did this. This doesn't happen because this. Oh, I could have had this if this person wouldn't have done that, and I could have had that. And so this person is trapped in a victim mentality. And when you're going around and you're saying like, oh, well, if Fred hadn't been such a dick, I could have done this, or stuff like that, or man, can you imagine how successful I'd be right now if this didn't happen? Can you imagine what I would be like if I didn't have that? Can you imagine, just stuff like that. They just think about, what if this, what if that? I could have done this, I could have done that. I crashed my car because Jane was yelling at me and it's all her fault. And it's not, okay? That's called being trapped in a victim mentality, thinking that everything is everybody's fault, okay, but yours. When you make mistakes, you got to own them, okay? And that's part of it. And no, not everything that's negative that happens is your fault or anybody's fault. Sometimes things just freaking happen, okay? And blaming anybody and people and blaming everyone is not going to help you. It's not going to change anything, but what it is going to do is going to keep you in that negative vibration, that low vibration where you're thinking, oh, blaming. Okay, that's an ego vibration, which is low vibrating. And when you keep low vibrating, you're not going to attract good things in your life. So because you keep low vibrating, you keep attracting crap into your life, and you keep going, oh, well, that's because that's that. And at that point, it is your fault, because you have allowed the negative things that have happened in other people that have happened that were involving other people, and blaming them and blaming this person and that person and blaming all these different people. That has kept you in a low vibration, which has only attracted negative things to happen to you. So that is your response. That is because of you. But you don't have to be that way. If you start being positive and everything, you can get out of this. But until then, you're going to be trapped in a victim mentality. So either you or them are being trapped in a victim mentality. If whoever is somebody is a Pisces, they're trapped in a victim mentality, because that's pretty much almost the only sign that's really being shown here. I do see apology is needed to possibly, maybe they feel like this person, is their fault that this happened and they need to apologize to me type of thing. Man, sometimes you got to let it go. Let it go. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth feeling that way? I see like the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, feeling overwhelmed. Maybe if you're the one who's being like this, is it worth it? If they are, it's not worth it. I'm just saying this in general too, not just really blaming you guys for these things, but what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to describe what it is, because I know people go, oh, this person is trapped in a victim mentality, but they don't say what it actually is. And I'm trying to say what it is, so in case you get into that vibration, that you can figure out, oh crap, this is I'm not gonna manifest anything possible, like positive into my life, because I'm sitting here thinking like this. It's not healthy. It's like what they say about anger, or what has been said about anger. I think Buddha said it, where, being angry is like holding on to a hot coal with the intention to throw it at somebody. You're only hurting yourself because you're holding on to the freaking coal. You're holding on to the pain you're holding on to, and that just hurting you. It's not hurting them. They're off living their lives, having a party and having fun, and they've moved on. And meanwhile, you're sitting there holding that coal and hurting yourself. So that's what forgiveness is about. Forgive them, forgive yourself, and so you can move on. So once you move on, you can start attracting more positive things into your life. So since this is here, I thought this was a good opportunity for me to say all that. But this person is wanting an apology. Either it's you or them. Somebody's wanting an apology, or maybe both people want to apologize. Maybe they've grown up and they're just like, yeah, I'm sorry that I did that. Most of the time people don't feel like, they didn't really mean to do anything harmful. They just did something stupid. People make mistakes all the time. We're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Okay. And do you expect yourself to be perfect? And if you don't expect yourself to be perfect, and you know that you mess up, why are you holding other people at these standards of perfection? A lot of people, you can't even make one small mistake around them, because that's it. It's not like, as long as it's not like they killed somebody or something like that, or raped somebody, or really hurt somebody, or, physically beat someone or something like that. There's, people make mistakes. There's some things that are obviously not intentional, So I do see that this situation does involve a legacy. So you definitely will be coming back together. You have to come back together with this person. I do see there's high emotions in this situation, but I do see I see they have this arch here. There is a new beginning that it will be coming, but it might take some time for some of you. But legacy is involved in this situation. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 4. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you would like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. All right, well, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.